In this video, we uncover the crimes no one sees coming. The kind that don't need guns, don't leave fingerprints, and don't even require the criminal to be awake. Cars being hijacked from half a world away. Satellites being bent like digital gravity. Emotions manipulated through neural devices. Weapons printed silently in living rooms. Entire reputations murdered by algorithms. Not tomorrow, not someday. Now, these aren't science fiction stories. They're blueprints for the most profitable criminal industries humanity has ever faced. So sit tight, turn up the volume, and whatever you do, don't look away. 1. Autonomous vehicle hijacking. Self-driving cars were meant to make life safer. But, to a criminal, they are remotely controllable steel boxes carrying valuable cargo, including people. Hijacking begins with one weakness. The car believes what its sensors tell it. A fake road sign, a projected detour arrow, a spoofed cloud update, a forged obstacle. And suddenly the car obeys a ghost. Why hijack a car? Because it is profitable. Criminals freeze entire delivery fleets and demand ransom. They reroute autonomous trucks until companies pay. They kidnap passengers without ever stepping inside the vehicle. They redirect high-value cargo into organized crime storage hubs. Some syndicates trigger citywide gridlock for extortion, making officials pay to restore order. The digital world merges with physical extortion. Countermeasures exist, but they must be implemented now. Vehicles need mechanical overrides, sensor sanity checks, isolated driving cores, and strict authentication for all remote commands. Because if a criminal can seize your car from a laptop, we've entered a terrifying new era of mobility. 2. Satellite signal interference. GPS signals are so faint you could block them with a cheap radio toy. Criminals turn this fragility into money. When satellites go blind, the world goes blind. Ships drift off course. Ride-share apps crash. Medical drone deliveries fail. Stock markets lose their timing, opening millisecond gateways for criminal traders. Airplanes are forced to circle helplessly. This chaos? It's profitable. Criminals create navigation black zones, so smuggling boats pass undetected. They charge shipping companies for restoring guidance. They sabotage competitors' fleets. They manipulate financial timestamps to front-run trades worth millions. This is crime that targets infrastructure, not people. Countermeasures require multi-source verification, GPS plus cellular, plus inertial plus known route logic. Cities and ports need spoofing detectors. Governments need fast-tracking response units, because someone who can corrupt the sky can rob a nation without lifting a weapon. 3. Neural interface exploitation. Neural interfaces read far more than we realize. They capture stress patterns, attention shifts, emotional dips, impulse moments, the neurological rhythm that predicts behavior. Criminals intercept this data and strike strategically. When vigilance drops, send phishing messages. When anxiety spikes, push fake bank alerts. When reward-seeking rises, trigger gambling or scam stimuli. When emotional resilience dips, manipulate trust. This is emotional exploitation engineered by math. Profits come from investment manipulation, blackmail using neural reaction recordings, behavioral addiction loops, corporate espionage, and selling emotional profiles to dark markets. Countermeasures must treat neural data like sacred identity, encrypted, non-transferable, non-monetizable. Because once criminals can regulate fear, trust, and impulse, they can regulate the human experience itself. 4. 3D printing criminal manufacturing. 3D printing was supposed to democratize creativity, but criminals saw something else. A factory that fits on a desk, leaves no invoice, and prints almost anything. In apartments, garages, storage units, criminals run silent micro-factories printing. Unregistered gun frames, silencers, skeleton keys, ATM skimmers, counterfeit luxury goods, fake machine parts, synthetic pill molds, drone components, medical-grade device casings, smuggling containers shaped to avoid scanners. The profit margins are surreal. A $30 spool of plastic becomes $5,000 in counterfeit merchandise, or a 2,000 ghost gun package, or a sabotage kit that passes through metal detectors. Because 3D printing removes everything criminals hate: serial numbers, witnesses, supply chains, traceability. To counter this, authorities need 3D print signature scanners, industry fingerprinting standards, and AI models that detect illicit CAD files before printing. Because if manufacturing becomes anonymous, crime becomes infinite. 5. Weaponized reputation algorithms, ruining competitors and selling the cure. In today's world, reputation isn't built by people, it's built by algorithms, and criminals now know how to destroy it with a few keystrokes. Picture this. A small restaurant owner opens her laptop one morning. She served the same food, treated customers the same way, kept the same schedule. But overnight, everything vanished. Her rating plummeted from 4.8 stars to 2.1. Hundreds of one-star reviews appeared out of nowhere. Her restaurant doesn't show up on delivery apps anymore. Maps hides her location. Search engines push her to page 8, digital oblivion. And then the message arrives, pay us $12,500 or your business never recovers. This is not vandalism. This is reputation warfare. Criminal groups run sophisticated bot farms capable of fabricating thousands of fake reviews in minutes. They manipulate search signals, generate fake negative engagement, and poison trust metrics until the victim disappears from every algorithm that matters. Sometimes they do it for ransom. Often, they do it because a competitor hired them. And in the darkest corners of the internet, entire criminal marketplaces sell algorithmic hits to bury businesses, influencers, activists, or political figures. And the terrifying part? The system believes the lies. Algorithms don't know that a bot wrote the review. They only see a sudden collapse in trust and punish the victim accordingly. To fight this rising threat, platforms must become smarter than the criminals using them. They must recognize unnatural behavior, flag reputation freefalls, verify identities, and stop treating attacks as spam, instead of the digital assassinations they are. Because when criminals can delete a business, a career, or a voice, simply by corrupting the algorithm that defines it, reputation stops being earned and becomes a battlefield. 6. When you zoom out and look at the world we are building, something terrifying comes into focus. The crimes we've seen tonight, cars taking passengers hostage, satellites bending reality, minds nudged by unseen signals, objects printed from nothing, reputations erased by algorithms. They are not separate threats. They are parts of a single, evolving ecosystem. We live in a civilization held together by invisible systems: navigation, trust, identity, manufacturing, emotion, mobility. And criminals have learned to weaponize them all at once, quietly, precisely, profitably. Imagine waking up one morning and the world feels slightly off. Traffic has collapsed, not because of accidents, but because thousands of vehicles have been silently frozen in place. Ships drift in confused loops offshore because their satellite guidance no longer agrees with itself. Businesses across your city open their doors only to discover their online presence has vanished, buried by waves of synthetic negativity engineered overnight. Millions of people receive perfect scam messages at the exact moment their emotions make them vulnerable, their neural devices unknowingly amplifying the vulnerability. Meanwhile, in apartments and basements everywhere, 3D printers silently produce the tools that make all of this possible: keyloggers, skimmers, weapon components, counterfeit badges, manufactured without names, serial numbers, or origin. You look outside and nothing looks wrong. You check the news and nothing is on fire. And yet, everything is falling apart at once. This is the new frontier of crime. Crime that doesn't confront you, doesn't threaten you, doesn't announce itself. It just rewrites the systems your life depends on. Because when criminals can hijack the machines you trust to move you, when they can corrupt the satellites that tell the world where it is, when they can bend your emotional state to match their goals, when they can manufacture anything faster than law enforcement can understand it, and when they can delete your reputation as easily as deleting a file, then crime stops being a series of events and becomes an environment, climate, a habitat, a new atmosphere we're forced to breathe. And the real danger isn't that these attacks happen individually. The real danger is that they can align, intentionally or accidentally, to collapse society without ever firing a single bullet. A city can be frozen, a population manipulated, an economy destabilized, a person erased, all through systems that were meant to help us, not destroy us. This is the future we are walking toward, a world where the most powerful weapons are not guns or bombs, but hijacked vehicles, corrupted satellites, hacked emotions, anonymous microfactories, and broken trust metrics. A world where reality itself becomes negotiable, where safety becomes statistical, where identity becomes fragile, where truth becomes an algorithmic guess, where the mind becomes an attack surface. where everything you rely on can be quietly turned against you. And unless we build defenses strong enough, not only for our infrastructure, but for our perception, our autonomy, our humanity, we may find ourselves living in a world where you don't know if the road beneath you is safe, if the signals above you are real, if your thoughts are your own, if the objects around you were made by lawful hands, or if society trusts you only because an algorithm hasn't been paid to erase you. This is not the collapse of systems. It is the collapse of certainty. And in that uncertainty, crime will thrive. The most dangerous criminal of the future isn't the one who breaks in, but the one who rewrites the world around you while you sleep. If this opened your eyes, stay vigilant. Because every system we trust is becoming a battlefield, and awareness is the only shield we have left. This is Yuri. Please subscribe to my channel and stay tuned, because more creations are on the track.